Thank you, Rob. You can see Rob Lowe in Fox's 911 Lone Star, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Our final group, Michael, take it away.
May we have the Terrier group in the ring, please.
All right, this is the dominant group. You just heard Rob Lowe talk about their success. Terrier group has more than twice as many Best in Show wins as any other group. They come last, they come strong, they come always with a force. And we'll get a look at this group tonight.
And we're going to see
anybody jump out at you in this group? You talked earlier.
What you're going to see tonight are a lot of different types of coat. You're going to see different shapes. You're going to see different head shapes. But what all of them have in common is temperament and personality. You're going to see a lot of personality in this group.
These are the fiery ones, that's for sure.
And the last Terrier to win, the King, actually King the Wire Fox Terrier, that was back in 2019.
And Wire Fox Terriers, as it's been noted, have been very successful at Westminster, in part because in the early days, in the late 1800s, there just were a lot more Terriers.
There is Mrs. Connie H. Clark, our judge for the Terrier group from Rio Del Mar, California.
And Connie Clark is an esteemed Terrier judge. She specialized in Fox Terriers, primarily Wire Fox Terriers. She won Best of Breed here with an Airedale. She also was a professional handler, so she has such a diverse background. She's had international assignments all over the world. She's been the president of the Fox Terrier Club. So Connie is one of the experts of the Terrier group, and I'm so happy to see her here tonight. She's really gonna get into the details of the Terriers tonight.
So, first 6 group winners. We have 4 males, 2 females, 4 breeds that have never won Best in Show. Let's check back in with Michael.
The Airedale Terrier is known as the king of terriers, as well as the jack of all trades. Their desire to please and high intelligence make them excel in hunting, obedience, agility, search and rescue, and working. Airedales are devoted family companions and wonderful family members. This is Airedale Terrier, number 19.
Thank you. Just down to the
and
emblem in back.
You're talking about the King of Queens. This is the king of all terriers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just down there. Okay. Let's go over here.
It's always hard when you're the first dog in the ring because the judge has to give you the instructions and everyone's watching and
making
will follow
sure
suit.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, he's got to look back, come back.
Christian Rangel showing Graham.
See, John Wayne had, where's the nickname? Duke. Also Ringo Starr, proud owner of an Airedale Terrier.
The American Hairless Terrier, derived from the Rat Terrier breed, was developed in the United States in the early 1970s. These alert and curious dogs, always hairless, but they can have a coat. Given the early socialization and training, they excel as companions, displaying great affection for their owners. A lively, energetic, and intelligent breed, they also love doing dog sports. This is American Hairless Terrier, number 10.
The crowd starting. This is Lena. They want to cheer her on because she's the top winning American Hairless in breed history, being handled by Krista Cook.
You can see why. Look at her right there, just making the perfect little stack. So she's tenacious. I've seen her in the ring before. She's just a lively little dog.
Being hairless, sunburn, always a risk. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
The American Staffordshire Terrier originated from Bulldog Terrier crosses in the early 1800s. Petey, the star dog of the 1930s Argand comedies, was one of the first to be AKC registered. He's a trustworthy and courageous companion whose intelligence, strength, and agility make him excellent as an all-around dog. This is American Staffordshire Terrier, number 7.
Here we have Trouble, and they can be trouble, right? They are mischievous and interested in everything.
And they can seek out trouble. There was a drug sniffing American Staffordshire Terrier back in Texas that sniffed out 1.5 tons of cocaine. It was the largest cocaine bust at the time in U.S. history.
Thank you,
Value
and
of
around,
Look
please.
at that.
140
You know,
million.
I think this dog might be one to watch. Just looking at that
Absolutely.
performance in here today.
As a group winner or best in show? possibly?
Who knows? Well, it has to win the group, but I think it can be a strong contender here tonight.
The Australian Terrier is a sturdy, rough-coated, hardy, and versatile dog that can control rodents and snakes, tend sheep, and act as a watchdog and companion. Fanciers today enjoy its attractive appearance, flexibility of purpose, and spirited, self-assured demeanor. This is Australian Terrier, number 10.
And to me, this is one of those hidden gems, like we talk about, that people don't know that much about. It's not as popular, maybe, or as well known, the Australian Terrier. But I love their size. I love their temperament. I think they're fabulous companions and family pets.
Yeah, and their coats are fairly easy to maintain as well. So, you know, they're not as much work as some of the other dogs.
And small
Thank
enough
you very
to.
much, and around, please.
Yeah, they don't take as much time to tidy up if you're trimming them the way they're supposed to be done.
Another female contender.
And Bibi did a great job there setting herself up.
The Bedlington Terrier takes its name from the mining shire of that name in Northumberland, England. Bred to hunt otter, badger, and other game in rough terrain, he has both the energy and gentle temperament. Often described as having the look of a lamb but with the heart of a lion, he makes a devoted family pet. This is Bedlington Terrier, number 18.
Now, this breed may look like a lamb to some of you, but this terrier is known for its stamina. They are such a hard-working terrier. They typically did not work with other terriers because they had such a strong prey drive when they were hunting vermin or whatever they were going after that it would overtake them and they would become jealous of the other dogs. So they're kind of a solitary dog in that way. And you see this narrow head, and they have a raciness like a whippet with the arch over the loin. And it's the oldest standing non-broken coat terrier. And I'll explain the broken coat terrier in just a bit.
But Tori here is really moving out, though. I want to see her go back around. She's
An
get
attention
her straight.
seeker.
There we go. Nice. She looks awesome.
Does look like in the lamb family, right?
The Border Terrier is one of the oldest terrier breeds. Farmers in the border country between England and Scotland needed a dog to help hunt fox, one with enough leg to keep up with the mounted hunters, yet narrow and agile enough to bolt or draw foxes from their rocky underground dens. This is Border Terrier, number 11.
So when you watch this
Sorry.
exam, you saw
Sorry.
Mrs.
Thank
Clark do two separate things. She kind of rolled the skin in her fingers. They have to have pliant skin because when they went to ground, their skin had to flex while they were going into the dens. And she also picked the dog up by its rib cage. That's very important because she was what we call spanning. And that's to see if the rib cage compressed, because that rib cage has to be flexible. You know, an Amstaff certainly has a much firmer, harder rib cage. This dog had to have flexion there so it could go to ground and turn in the den.
Perfect.
Thank you very
a
much.
perfect
And around,
example of form follows function.
Elton John owned 9 or 10 Border Terriers through the years.
Shown as separate varieties, the standard for the colored and white Bull Terrier are the same except for color. With great courage and style, the Bull Terrier quickly gained popularity as one of the sweetest and most loyal companions. Still bred and loved as companions, they are energetic, playful, and strong-willed. This is Colored Bull Terrier, number 9.
Well, as the judge is examining the dog, it's doing exactly what Michael Lefebvre said.
It has to. It's so endemic of the breed. They just have to be
Thank you
these
very much. And go
characters.
down and back, please.
You can
Go
see
down as
Connie's
far as the
laughing the
one.
whole time she's examining it. They're such clowns. And you know, when you're looking at this dog, the head is such a unique property. It's this egg-shaped head with a varminty expression. And this temperament just makes everybody laugh.
Everyone loves William. William won his national specialty. It's the #1 colored Bull Terrier in the breed. He's owner handle.
You have people that are considered bully breeds, so the bull breeds, the Amstaff, the color Bull Terriers, things like that. And,
right.
I mean, just look at that.
I
That
wonder
is
why-
wonderful.
We
He's
don't
awesome.
hear more from
William.
Some of
You
the
might-
Well, I
dogs.
think
you might
she's
hear from
I think
William.
she's trying to keep William at a modicum of composure here to get through the group judging.
Bull Terriers are bred from Bulldogs and Terriers in the early 1800s and were originally all white in color, with the color variety coming in later in their development. A small patch of color on the head has become acceptable for these whites. This is White Bull Terrier, number 8.
And this is another one of those breeds that was shown at the first Westminster in
Thank you very much.
1877.
Round, please.
And Gail, you know, we
Or
talk
no,
about
go
this
down and
being a
back, one to the
gentleman's
one.
sport.
Sorry.
And that this was considered a gentleman's breed for the longest time. I mean, the aristocracy owned this breed. They prized this breed. And you can see why. They're so striking, and there's a majesty to them in their strength and their beauty.
You can see, mentioning General Patton, you saw the film there with George C. Scott, but William the Conqueror was the name of the terrier.
Thank you very much, sir. And around.
The Bull Terrier used in that film.
This is Lovey being handled by Dale Scher, her breeder on her hand.
How
Over
are you,
200
sir?
years ago, the ancestors of today's Cairn Terrier earned their keep as working terriers, routing vermin from the rock piles called cairns, found on Scottish farmland and by the sea. They are courageous, tenacious, and intelligent, with sturdy bodies and weatherproof coats. Adaptable to all environments, the Cairn is a beloved companion. This is Cairn Terrier, number 7.
And here Cormac is a frequent flyer and actually is a guest at the Delta Sky Club in Minneapolis. So that's pretty nice.
It's a good hang.
I wonder if he's a Delta 360 member, because I'd like to be. Maybe I'll have to hang out with him and see what's going on.
Only special. You got to be invited to that.
I know, right? Well, maybe a Karen will be the first one to be a Delta 360 member.
And Toto too.
And Cormac
sir.
is
Around,
the
please.
#1 Karen for the last 3 years. So very successful in his travels.
They're usually left pawed, which
Good
is
evening.
interesting. Southpaw.
Chesky Terrier was developed in the Czech Republic in 1949. They are pack hunting terriers capable of pursuing game both above and below ground. Soft-coated, short-legged, and longer than tall, they are elegant, loving, and loyal dogs, whether working, showing, or as companions. This is Chesky Terrier, number 7.
So this breed was developed from the Scottish Terrier and the Sealyham. And the reason they developed this breed is because they wanted a terrier that was a little more biddable to work with other dogs. The most unique thing about this, and when you talk about broken-coated dogs, hard-coated dogs, is that this dog is actually clippered, and it's the only terrier breed where the body coat
Thank you very
is
much, sir.
clippered in
Around,
its
please.
entirety over the ribs and the loin.
They're good walking partners for adults, moving briskly.
The Dandy Dinmont Terrier was bred from native terriers in the hills between England and Scotland. He was distinguished by his preeminence in hunting otter and badger. Sir Walter Scott chanced upon them and made them famous in his popular novel Guy Mannering in 1814. They are intelligent and independent dogs and very fond of children. This is Dandy Dinmont Terrier, number 7.
Now this is one of the dogs I think we should keep an eye on.
Good.
This is Mouse, who I mentioned earlier
Yeah, we
tonight,
opened the show.
being handled by Tyler
Thank you very
Mills,
much. Just
owned
down to the
by
one and back, please.
Betty Ann Stenmark and Bill Gardner.
It's our Bull Terrier, by the way, making himself heard in the back. That's okay. That's all right.
It's a terrier
We're
group.
talking too, so don't worry. We're all in the terrier group.
You know, we talked about curvy breeds. This is one of our short-legged terriers, and the body consists of a series of curves.
At our location, we're really right on top. This is excellent here from what would be the tennis court.
And
but
look at this!
Thank you
Look
very
at
much.
this!
That
Just
was
standing there,
beautiful.
staring up at Tyler. It's great.
Yeah, we can reach out and touch these dogs.
Those classic, iconic large eyes.
Fox Terriers were developed in Great Britain to bolt the fox from his den. The smooth and wire-haired were varieties until they became separate breeds in 1985. The smooth, the older of these two breeds, first appeared in the show ring in 1863. He has an easy care, weather-resistant coat, a classic outline, and a lively disposition. This is Smooth Fox Terrier, number 7.
Now this is a classic breed, of course.
Yeah, and Chris, we talked about this earlier about a short pendulum-like movement, and you can see this, but that's because the upper arm of the dog, above the elbow, the bone is shorter, so it doesn't reach out far. It always has this short step.
Thank you very much.
And you can even see that there. And you'll see this pendulum-like movement. It just goes back and forth, and that's such a classic part of their movement.
Yep, that's good visual right there.
Good evening.
The origin of the Wire Fox Terrier dates back to the rough-coated black and tan terrier. A non-shedding, hard-broken outer coat and a soft undercoat distinguish the wire from its smooth cousin. Their smart appearance and alert and outgoing manners always attracted attention in and out of the show ring. This is Wire Fox Terrier, number 10.
Thank you. Just down to the one and back.
So when we talk about the Wire Fox Terrier and how much winning they've done here, there's a classic saying in this breed: they are on the tiptoe of expectation. And I can assure you, when this Wire Fox Terrier comes back to the judge, we're going to see that typified in its temperament.
Oh my goodness, look at B. She's number 1 wire, number 2 terrier right now. You can see why. Look at her showing. That is impressive.
Yeah, look like she's wearing a vest. In this
They call it
crowd.
a hard jacket. We want to see a hard jacket. That coat has to be hard. Tiptoe of expectation. Right there it is. We're always watching and waiting.
And as I said earlier, the Wire Fox Terriers we know has been very successful over the years. And that's in part because in the 1800s, there were a lot of terriers and not as many of these other breeds.
Developed in Ireland, the Glen of a Mall Terrier was bred to perform typical terrier tasks. Glenn's also spent many hours paddling in turnspits, a device best described as a canine-propelled rotisserie. This rough-and-ready terrier has survived the centuries on refined by fashion. This is Glen of a Mall Terrier, number 11.
Thank you very much. Down to the one and back.
Just to follow up on that, not meaning there weren't other breeds,
Right.
but there weren't in the U.S.
And I noticed we'll call it the hair, the fur on the top of the head.
Sure, they could call it a top knot.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can see now this dog has such a unique top line. They rise up to that tail where the tail meets the rear.
Thank you very much, sir. And around, please.
And that's a typical trait of this breed. So a little different than, say, the Wire Fox Terrier you just saw, which was a perfectly level top line over the back.
The Irish Terrier has a rich heritage as a working farm dog and hunting dog. Affectionate to family members, reserved with strangers, and challenging to enemies, this strong-willed breed was highly valued by tenant farmers. Bred to control vermin, Irish Terriers are the watchful guardians of the farmer's property and playmates to their children. This is Irish Terrier, number 7.
So there's a lot of great sayings within the Terrier group. And the Irish Terrier, the best saying that I think typifies the temperament and mindset: a heedless dog that is blind to all consequence. He bears the nickname the Daredevil.
That's awesome.
And it just speaks to the dog. And they're a racy dog. They have a long head with a moderately long body. He should be all of one piece, just fitting perfectly together.
Thank you,
and
sir.
right
And
there
around,
it
please.
is. And you can see, heedless.
RC Carisi.
Wants the dog to behave and go
Trying to get-
forward.
that's right.
It's great.
Roscoe's being an Irish Terrier.
Kerry Blue Terrier originated more than a century ago in County Kerry, Ireland. He was bred for serious small game hunting over rough terrain, working as a land and water retriever, herder of sheep and cattle, and as a companion. With a trademark soft, wavy coat in shades of slate blue-gray, Kerrys are fun-loving and energetic dogs. This is Kerry Blue Terrier, number 12.
Jolene,
Just
who
down to the one and back.
loves favorite toy, a tennis ball. So we expect big things here at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Probably looking and anticipating the whole time, where is my tennis ball?
Yes.
An interesting fact about this dog is, if you're new to this breed and you go and buy one of these and you see that you're expecting this color as a puppy, I just want to let everybody know that when they're born, they're black, and then they fade out, and by 18 months they have to have shading of this color. So they will start out black, and they're typified by this coat and this beautiful marcel to their hair, that slight wave.
We'll continue live from New York with the Terrier Group. Last stop before Best in Show. There's a lot to love about these dogs. Aerial coverage of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is sponsored by the Home Depot. Closing in on Best in Show. Stay with us, just minutes away, but let's finish up with the final group of the night, the Terrier Group and Michael Lefebvre. Michael.
The Lakeland Terrier flourished in the Lake County of England, primarily to hunt fox and hounds. This is a small working terrier of sturdy build and determination. He was traditionally maintained by Lake Country farmers. The Lakeland is a gay little dog, friendly and self-confident. This is Lakeland Terrier, number 9.
Thank you.
So you're going to see a couple dogs in here that may look a little similar to you, say the Lakeland and the Welsh, but there's vast differences between the two. You know, if you compare the Lakeland to the Welsh, the head is much more narrow compared to the Welsh. And when we talk about the ears, where they're placed on the head, that's very important because it distinguishes the expression. The Lakeland's ear is much higher than the Welsh. The Welsh's ear is set off to the side of the head, just at the corner of the eye.
Thank you very
And
much.
the facial hair, if you want it, whatever we want
Yeah,
to call
so
it.
they call it face fall.
Face fall.
Yeah, the
okay.
fall of the face, yeah.
Very noticeable.
There are 2 varieties of Manchester Terriers, the standard seen here in the Terrier Group and the toy seen in the Toy Group. The Manchester comes from Manchester, England, where he was bred to pursue rabbits in the field and is a rat hunter on farms. Since 1959, they've been registered as a single breed in 2 varieties for show purposes. This is standard Manchester Terrier, number 15.
And of course, we saw the toy Manchester in the Toy Group yesterday. This is the larger of the two. Very old breed. They've been with us for a very long time and great at their job of being a ratter.
Yeah, they actually had catalog books and they would time them to see how many rats they could catch within a minute. And they actually made it world record. So they were such a fast hunter.
Thank you very much. And around, please.
This is Sting, being handled by Nicole Torre.
Miniature Bull Terrier is a miniaturized version of the larger Bull Terrier. This breed has been deliberately reduced to be a lap-sized companion, although still shown here in the Terrier Group. His heart is fearless, his manner is loving and responsive. Adaptable to apartment life or suburbs, he enjoys regular exercise. This is Miniature Bull Terrier, number 7.
This is Nash. I met him earlier today after winning the breed, best breed, and he was full of it. He was celebrating his breed win earlier, and here he is tonight.
And Gail, you know, even though we say they're a miniature, they still have all the spirit of the colored and white Bull Terrier that we saw earlier. They have no shortage of energy.
Thank you very much, sir.
Known for their comic antics, zest for life.
I think if you don't laugh when you own one of them, there's something wrong.
You're not laughing.
The miniature Schnauzer is a native of Germany. His original assignment were ridding barns of rats and acting as a traveling companion for horses. The breed comes in 3 color patterns: salt and pepper, black and silver, and solid black. This is a highly trainable companion at home and both in the city, and is an excellent watchdog. This is Miniature Schnauzer, number 7.
Thank you. Just down to the 3 and back.
Grazer's being handled by Susie Oliveira, so it's hard to see over there. It's number 1 Miniature Schnauzer. And he has quite the history. His great-grandfather, his grandfather, and his father and sister have all won at Westminster. So it sounds like he's exactly where he's supposed to be.
And sounds like good crowd support.
And if I'm not wrong, his brother out of another breeding was the top winning one of all time. So, you know, we can see quality begets quality, certainly.
Thank you very much. And around, please.
And just as a little side note, this is one of the few dogs in the Terrier group that isn't of British origin.
Exact origin of the Norfolk Terrier is unclear, but it is certainly British in style. In the United States, both the prick-ear and the drop-ear terriers are called Norwich Terriers until 1979, when they were designated two separate breeds. This little drop-eared dog is the Norfolk, a working terrier used both as a ratter and with foxhounds to bolt the fox. This is Norfolk Terrier, number 10.
And you know, when we're looking at a dog like this, the Norfolk Terrier, you may go, oh, it's rather small for a terrier. And, well, this was considered a saddlebag dog. So they would actually carry this on the hunt in a saddlebag and then release it. So we really adapted every dog to what its purpose was going to be.
Yeah, fit in a backpack. The smallest among the working terriers.
Thank you very much. And around, please.
That's how I want to hunt. I want to hunt being carried around a bag.
Nice name, pizza. So New York pizza, Chicago pizza. Which one? We'll take this pizza right here. I got your pizza right here.
And this is a Norwich Terrier, recognized as a breed in this country since 1936. Spirited, stocky, with sensitive prick ears and a slightly foxy expression, is one of the smallest of the working terriers. Don't let the small size fool you. The Norwich is an energetic breed requiring a daily dose of fun and frolic. This is Norwich Terrier, number 11.
Yeah, remember Winky, the Norwich Terrier? It was the winning dog in the hilarious movie Best in Show.
Yes. 2 left feet, I do believe.
Yes. A terrifically entertaining film. And this is a terrifically entertaining dog. Look at that gait movement.
Yes. Well, Jorge certainly knows how to move this dog. He's had several top winning terriers at the end of his lead.
Yeah, and I think we should note, too, you know, Jorge's been training these dogs and grooming these dogs. And
thank you very much, sir.
These dogs with the hard coats are actually pulled, and their hair's designed to do that. You can't clipper them. You can clipper them, but it doesn't keep the same texture.
I want to take a moment to acknowledge somebody who's made this event happen and a lot more. Larry Jones, joined by Wendy Husserl. Larry's been with Fox from the beginning. From Super Bowls to NASCAR, baseball, you hear our NFL theme music. For 3 decades, instrumental in negotiating deals for all sports properties, including this, the Westminster Dog Show. We want to thank Larry for all of his contributions. Wish him a lot of luck in the future from all of us at Fox Sports. And if there is a sporting event, Larry is usually there. Back to Michael.
Developed in England in the 1800s by Reverend John Russell, the Parson Russell Terrier had one purpose: to hunt with foxhounds and bolt the red fox from his lair. The Parson comes in a smooth or broken coat. Energetic with a keen hunting instinct, the Parson naturally excels in performance events. This is Parson Russell Terrier, number 7.
Henry, who's on the table, is being handled by Gabriel Rangel, who has won Best in Show at Westminster more than once. And tonight with Henry, he's the Parson Russell, of course. We're going to see the Russell in a few minutes, and there's a big difference between the two. But you'll see a Henry's a little higher up on the leg, a little longer leg.
How much does experience matter for a handler? Is it more about the relationship with the dog in a show this big?
I will say for this group, and especially showing the hard-coated dogs, you have to trim them correctly. You have to learn how to trim a terrier to present them in the proper manner. And we call it rolling coats, so you pluck the hair and it comes in harder.
And Gabriel, of course, is an expert in that craft.
How are you this evening?
Rat Terrier, as the name might suggest, is quite capable of hunting rodents and vermin above and below ground. An American breed, the Rat Terriers are keenly observant, sturdy, and full of energy. Their intelligence and playful nature help them succeed in many dog sports. This is Rat Terrier, number 9.
All right, those ears just kind of jump out at you. And he jumping around.
Rat Terriers are so smart and active. They're great at all the dog sports. They can do agility, they can do
fly ball. I've seen them in fly ball, absolutely.
They are smart. They're super smart. They love working with their humans.
Very inquisitive.
As you can see right there, looking into the crowd, seeing who's out there looking, admiring him.
This is
Thank you, and around,
Beasley.
please.
I love the way they give them treats for all their hard work. This group having to hang around till the end.
The Russell Terrier is slightly smaller in height, different in body structure, and a distinct breed from the Parson Russell Terrier. Both breeds did originate in England as fox hunters, compact enough to be carried on horseback in terrier bags. The Russell Terrier further developed in Australia and comes in 3 coats: smooth, broken, and rough. This is Russell Terrier, number 9.
Thank you. Down to the 3 and back.
The big dive for the bait.
See that little
Found a
move
little treat laying there for him before he gets to go.
And
Call name Dynamite. You can tell. Oh my gosh, she's ready.
This is fabulous.
they are great at detecting snakes. Oh,
I think they're great. He's great at detecting the crowd.
they certainly reacted.
And I will say this is a high energy breed. So if you're going to get one of these, I think they're great with kids because the kids would want to play with them all day and the dogs will be in
Thank you
heaven.
very much, sir. And around, please.
You can see it.
Flexible body for going to the ground is.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier
Yeah,
with
Ren.
the spanning and the flexible rib cage. So this is another one of the spannable breeds.
Dynamite's working it.
Says more importantly that he's just a character, that's for sure.
The
How are you
Highland
this
Scots
evening?
needed a big dog in a small package, all muscle and bone and courage to keep their farms free of ground-dwelling predators. A small, sturdy dog with a thick double coat, Scotties have charmed 3 U.S. presidents with their devotion, determination, and independent thinking. This is Scottish Terrier, number 15.
Can I see his bite? Yes. Thank you. Just to the 3 and back.
And you know, we talked about the bites a little bit. I will say, when you open a Scottish Terrier's mouth, they have the largest teeth.
This is Jasper being handled by Rebecca Cross, who of course is a very highly regarded terrier handler, well known in the sport.
Second most best in show wins of any breed, 8, and that's most recently in 2010. Continuing live on FS1 from the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center.
The Sealyham Terrier was created in Wales in the mid-1800s for typical terrier hunting activities, including badger and otter. So he had to be tough. Today, Sealyham is a charming dog adept at many activities, including obedience, agility, therapy, conformation, and generally making his owner's life a happier place. This is Sealyham Terrier, number 9.
And this is Stash, who's being handled by Marjorie Good, who again is very well known in the terrier ring. She's been breeding Sealies for over 50 years. And of course, we all remember Charmin, who was also a very successful dog that won at Westminster, has won at the AKC National Championship, World Dog Show, Crufts. He's done all kinds of winning, several shows.
Thank you. And around, please.
This is the son, the great-grandson.
And this is described as the most intelligent of the terriers.
Yeah, we're just a few
Skye
more.
Terrier evolved on the Isle of Skye to the west of Scotland. He has existed probably 4 centuries and has changed little during that time. He is a hunting breed of enormous loyalty and makes a devoted companion. The Skye is twice as long as he is high with a level top line. This is Skye Terrier, number 7.
Just reminding everybody, we're just a few more away from finishing the Terrier group, the final group of the night, and then the 7 group winners from
Go to the
that
3 and
group.
back.
Best in show, first time ever here at the USTA National Tennis Center. That's live in just a few moments as we continue with Gail Miller-Beischer and Jason Hoke. I'm Chris Myers, and we thank you for staying with us.
And we're going to see the Skye Terrier go. You know, we talked about the Clumber Spaniel being long, low, and level. That's an absolutely important part of this breed as well. And you can see this beautiful, heavy coat. When you touch that coat, it's very thick and hard to touch, but it drapes over the body. It's not a stripped coat. So this coat grows naturally. Moving right along. Those beautiful large flared ears off the top of its skull.
Thank you. And around, please.
I love this. This dog is really keen on Ariel, just looking up, admiring him.
How are you this evening?
Soft-coated terriers generally come from Ireland, and one of the most beloved of these is the Irish Wheaten Terrier, or as it is known in here, the soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. He was used in Ireland as an all-around farm dog and small game hunter. In temperament, he combines the steadiness of a working dog with the intelligence of a terrier. This is soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, number 15.
And these are really happy dogs that they love. I mean, most dogs, but they really love to cuddle with their owners. I told you that fact that 45% of dogs like to sleep in their owners' beds. Well, this particular breed will be there.
And you know, I can see why, because this dog has one of the most unique coats in the Terrier group, because we talk about hard texture, hard texture, hard texture. Well, this dog has a soft and silky coat with this gentle wave to it.
Thus the soft-coated in the title.
The Staffordshire Bull Terrier is a muscular, intelligent breed originating in the coal mining country of England. Originally bred to be a fast, courageous dog with great strength for his small size, he is best known today for his outstanding athletic ability, steady and dependable nature, and love of children. This is Staffordshire Bull Terrier, number 8.
I love this breed. This is one of my favorite breeds in the Terrier group. This is Karma, who is a certified service animal, and when not showing, goes to work every day with the owner at a medical office. So I love that the dog is, you know, a show dog, but also
Thank you very much. And around, please.
a therapy dog, and they're so smart. It's just a really smart, fun
The
breed.
bull breeds get a bad rap, and these dogs have such great temperaments. It's how you train them.
The Welsh Terrier is from Wales, bred for hunting fox, otter, and badger. It's a very old breed and still close to its original style, the black and tan color we see today having been established over a century ago. The Welsh Terrier is a friendly, spirited breed, well suited for a young and active family. This is Welsh Terrier, number 7.
And this is a great picture right here, because this is you can see the expression in the eye on this dog. Their eyes are slightly smaller, and they don't have the same expression, say, as a wire fox terrier either. They should have a self-assured look instead of that keen eye of a wire.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a trademark of giving you a stink eye if you ignore them.
Yeah, they're rather self-assured.
Yeah.
I mean, and that fits right into the standard.
Of course, this is Chrome, number 1 Welsh in the country right now, and so maybe, you know, they are self-assured. He should be self-assured.
They're kind of just this masculine terrier, you know. They have more bone, they have a little more rib.
Thank you, sir. And around, please.
Native of the Scottish Highlands, brought to these shores about 100 years ago, the stylish West Highland White Terrier refuses to be ignored. With the heart of a hunter and a brain determined to outwit every adversary, the Westie possesses no small amount of self-esteem. This is West Highland White Terrier, number 15.
Yeah, that's a popular breed in advertising and in the ad community. They've used them to sell everything from dog food to whiskey.
Well, they're so cute. That beautiful white fur, of course. They have the roundish shape to the fur on the head.
And their heads are large under there. When you get into that hair, that head is large.
They got to be 100% white. The coat is hard with a soft
around,
undercoat. A Westie.
They're a lot of fun. I grew up with Westies. Wonderful family pets, very full of it. Tail up breed.
So that's going to complete the Terrier group. It's time to call out the few select and then narrow it down to our final group winner before Best in Show, which we're moments away from live at the USTA National Tennis Center.
I can't wait to see what she does here. This is going to be a great moment to see her cut.
Already got 6 great group winners.
Amstaff, Bedlington, White Bull, Dandy, Carey, Russell, Seeley, Welsh.
That's a beautiful short list of dogs.
Wheaton.
Sealy.
Okay, one at a time. Back to where you are.
Here we have the American Staffordshire Terrier.
Trouble. There we go.
And the
Right,
Bedlington
that's the dogs
Terrier.
That's nice.
And the White Bull Terrier is coming up next.
And then Mouse, the Dandy Dinmont. Oh, not there yet. Here he is.
And the Kerry Blue Terrier. And Russell.
Oh boy. Dynamite is really setting the crowd on
The
fire.
Sealyham Terrier. And the Welsh Terrier. And the soft-coated Wheaton. Every one of them gave a great show going around the ring.
Amstaff.
We got Amstaff first. The Dandy Dinmont. It's pulled out in second.
Thank you, everyone.
The Kerry Blue and the Sealyham.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Wow.
Trouble,
wonderful
the
win.
Amstaff.
Trouble put on a great show. Just a great
Absolutely.
show.
And still active, frisky.
Of course.
I mean, this Terrier group is to best in show in terms of success. Jamie Little's with the winner.
Well, a lot of people love this American Staffordshire Trouble. How big is this for you guys? What a competitive group there. You're moving on to Best in Show.
It was history for Amstaff, and Amstaff has never won the group here at Westminster, so he just made history.
What do you want people to know about this breed?
They're just the best family pet that anyone could ever ask. They're all-purpose dogs. They're just simple, the best dog.
Well, congratulations. You only have a few more moments before we'll see you back out here. Congratulations, Trouble.